so serious.
That's so serious. That's comical.
Always. You know, I like our new location, but how come I have to start the video? You used to start it.
I know. I don't know what changed.
You did, obviously.
Because you don't want me to fall off the chair.
Well, there. Yes, that.
That's
Did
it.
we freeze again? This internet's driving me bonkers. There we
are.
Okay, I'm gonna sneeze.
God bless you.
Okay, I'm not gonna sneeze. Oh, that's a face. Yeah, and I probably should not have this. Genomi's gonna be real mad. Okay, I mean I can have that, but I just don't want to advertise.
No.
Did you miss us? Because we're still just as weird.
We missed you guys.
We did. We haven't seen you guys since the retreat. And I mean, let's face it, you never get a full whatever when we're at a retreat because it's very distracting. Shelly and Cheryl and Charlie and Joe, there's too many people there. It's very distracting. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to start out strong here. You got stuff done at the retreat, didn't you?
What did I get done?
You made a wallet.
I made a wallet. That's right.
You did something else. I don't remember. But you did stuff. See, it's been a decade.
Oh, I did 2 blocks.
That's right.
For my block of the month.
One of them was paper piece, so don't be judging.
Yeah. Uh-huh. But I did. I got 2 blocks done.
Yes. So our schedule's been a little crazy because we had the retreat, and then I know you look familiar. You look very familiar.
I think I know who you are.
You better.
Where you been?
A long way away. I desperately wanted to go live from the Paducah show last week. It was the worst Wi-Fi and reception I have ever dealt with in my life. And I had actual Wi-Fi. Like I could log into the Wi-Fi because my friends shared theirs with me. And it still wouldn't work. It would not work at all. I was trying on Thursday. I kept hitting the button to see if it would upload the YouTube live. Mm-hmm. It would just circle and circle and then close out. So I'm sorry I didn't get to show you anything, but I couldn't. I tried very, very hard. We were having major, major issues, but that's life. So here we are. And it's just much better when we're here anyway, I think.
I think so.
It's not noisy and it's not crazy. Yeah. And well, I mean, it's crazy.
We're stationary.
We're stationary.
We're not on the move.
We're not moving around.
Trip over things. Bang into things.
For any of you who have left comments on my videos saying, "Oh, I just love your teaching style. You get right to the point. You're great." These are not the videos for you. You should leave now. This will frustrate you. This is for a select group of people that like this nonsense. So if this is your first time here and you came here because you saw a tutorial, it's not like that. It's very distracting. Us together, not a great combination. You might learn something, but it might not be something you needed to know.
Exactly.
So just letting you know that now. And I don't take I'm no hurt feelings if this is not for you. I understand. You also don't have to announce if it's not for you. Let's be nice. Look, be nice.
That's
See? Right here.
Right there.
Be nice. That's the only requirement if you stay. So
there you go.
Okay. I have no particular order of anything today, but I have lots of stuff to show you and tell you, and I don't even know where to start. So just gonna randomly pick something. What do I want to start with? Oh, I know where I'm gonna start. With my trophy that I carried around at the retreat.
Yes, she did. Mm-hmm.
That I took with me to Kentucky, that I carried everywhere. This is the only trophy I've ever won in my entire life. It's not engraved, but that's fine. It's not an old bowling trophy either, which it almost was. Eric bought this for me because I said I'd never won a trophy before. I did not play sports when I was a kid. I didn't do any of that stuff. I didn't dance. I didn't do anything that required a trophy.
I won a science fair award and got a trophy.
I didn't do any of that. I'm not that smart. So not athletic. I'm not that smart. I don't know. I don't know why you guys are here, but this is my trophy.
Because you're entertaining.
That I am. So she's going to go right here. So Eric gave me that, and then Janome gave me this.
Yeah, it's nice to see it out of the box.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's pretty.
It's pretty. And it's gray and blue. It's very modern. So this is my Loft 100. It is not a straight stitch machine. It actually has, I think, 20 some odd stitches and styrofoam everywhere. But it does have some stitches and it is computerized. This was my my Janome trophy for winning the presser foot competition.
Yes, it
So
was.
there was an actual prize. I just didn't know about it because I don't pay a lot of attention to things. So it was hand delivered by my friend Regina, who came to the retreat.
Yes.
And I also
Always a
got
pleasure.
a purple machine that she gave me. And then I also got a purple machine from Barb, which is up on my shelf because I want to look at it. It's a little tiny baby machine because it's just really cute. It's not for
I can't see
sewing.
it though.
It's not for sewing.
It does work.
It does work, but it's just really a shelf
Yeah.
decoration because it's cute. And Regina said, "Don't sew on that." So it's okay. So I wanted to show you all of my trophies. I'm very excited. And Barb texted me from this shop and said, "They have a tiny little purple Janome. Do you really want it?" And I was like, "Yes." So she got it for me.
You should show it to him.
Okay, I'll show it to you. It's just so cute.
It's teeny.
It is teeny. Look at it.
It's very light. It is very purple.
It's so tiny. It's a little itty bitty one.
It's so cute.
It's purple and aqua. It's our colors.
That's right.
So this will be at the shop sitting on a shelf because it's just cute. Because why not?
Uh-huh. It's a one-handed lift with
It
that
is
thing.
a one-handed lift. It is not a heavy machine. It's a children's Janome. It's an old children's Janome.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how Adirondack got it. They're not Janome dealers.
Somebody traded it in. You know, Bill, he takes anything.
Considering the price that I paid for it, I would love to know what the trade-in value was towards their new machine. I'm feeling like they were like, "We'll give you $3."
Yeah.
But whatever. Listen, I don't judge here. So it's mine now, just to sit on the shelf. So since we're talking about machinery, I am allowed to do this. I'm just going to slide this over. I bought myself, well, technically I didn't buy it. I haven't actually given them money for it yet.
I thought you already had one.
I do. I got a new one. Yeah, of course you can.
I've never used one
I
of
got a
those
scan
things.
and cut. Look at it. I got a new one.
How awesome.
It's so awesome. So there will be videos on that. There will be a whole lot of stuff, but I have not had the opportunity to even unbox it. So at Paducah, so you know that I work with Janome, but I was in my friend's booth and they are a brother dealer, which is totally fine. It is what it is. Janome didn't invite me into their booth. They were doing their own thing. I'm just saying that. Regina fixed that. So I was hanging out and I don't know their machines. I don't know anything about their machines because I don't sew on them, but I do have a scan and cut. And so I was messing around with the scan and cut and I made one of these on the scan and cut, which I left in Kentucky. One of the little key fobs, I cut that out and I'm just talking to people. So Joel, her husband, Joel, who's a jokester, Joel, who's a Southern version of Eric. Yeah, just picture that. Somebody comes in and says, "Can I ask you a question about the scan and cut?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Here's our expert." And gives it, and Cassie goes, "I can't believe he did that to you." And I was like, I am not surprised. So yeah. So he decided to not do his job and make me do his job for him. And I think I actually sold one. So it's fine. But they're not hard machines to use. And what I like about the scan and cut is that you don't have to have it hooked up to your computer. You can put a USB in here. You can also use like a flash drive, but you don't have to because it has built-in designs. And for this, I knew the measurements. So I just drew the rectangle and then you just cut it all together. So you don't have to, when you're using some of the other cutting machines, like the Cricuts and the Silhouettes, they all have their own software that you have to be hooked up to on Wi-Fi. You don't need Wi-Fi for this.
Cool.
You can, but you don't need it. So if you're like, I just want to cut out rectangles, you can do that. And they have built-in things. This is the non-Disney version because I'm not a Disney person, but they have a Disney version of it that also has that stuff included because brother has a deal with Disney.
What can you cut on it? Does it have to be like cork type stuff?
No, you can cut fabrics. If you want to cut quilt blocks on this, you can. They even have a special fabric blade and a fabric mat. You can cut, I think they said up to 3 millimeters in thickness. I think. Yes, up to 3 millimeters in thickness. And it has blade sensor technology, which is really cool because the blade moves and it like pokes and it checks the thickness so it knows what you're cutting. So you don't have to tell it. Because somebody on Instagram had asked me about it and I was like, I didn't have to tell it anything because it does it on its own. So if I have one, why did I get another one? Not just so I can give one to Bart. Because
It's a
this
good,
one,
good reason.
it's a
though.
great reason. It's a great reason for you. This one is just the upgraded. It's just, and I mean, how many of us own one machine? Let's be real here. Barb has two long arms for crying out loud.
Yeah.
So you know what? I wanted to have one at the shop. I have my other one at home, which I'll probably bring here. But I might even gift it to Eric, like, because he
Mhm.
cuts numbers and things.
Yeah,
Like he's always
yeah.
doing something. But it still works. It's fine. I need to update it, but that's it. There's nothing wrong with the machine. This one's a little bit bigger, but I think the size doesn't really matter because it's the all the technology is the same. The mats are the same. This one does have a drawer underneath
Hmm.
for your tools. The other one does not. But you can take it right out of the box and have it set up and working in like 5 minutes. So I
Wow.
was very excited about that.
Yeah.
So that's going to live here. So if you come and take a class here, here's another toy for you to play with.
Yep.
Because
There's
we
lots of
have many
toys.
of them.
Lots of toys. Mhm.
And we have more on the way. I have problems.
She does have problems.
Mhm.
But she keeps us entertained.
I do. So I will do. Oh, did you hear that? It's like I hit puberty. My voice just went crazy. I will do some videos on this once I open it.
Okay.
I just got that bubble where you
Yeah.
go. All right, nobody cares. So,
No.
all right.
I'm sure they didn't even hear it.
No, I heard it. I felt it. I felt the gurgle.
So what other stuff did you bring
Well,
back?
so I didn't go crazy, okay? Because I don't really need the stuff that they sell at quilt shows.
I
Where was
do.
I? You do. I got you a t-shirt.
I know. Thank you.
I went into a booth. They had a beautiful jelly roll, and I kept touching it, and I was like, "But you don't quilt anymore. You don't need that." So I had self-restraint. I'm proud, so I resisted. I did buy a couple of bag making things that I didn't necessarily need, but I wanted anyway. So, excuse me, when I went to Fireweed Stitches, they had double-sided tape. And yes, I have a slew of double-sided tape, but I'm always looking for different
That's
ones.
pretty.
Well, this one is 3M. And what I was told, I haven't tested it out yet, it's still in the package. You can sew through this and it's not supposed to gum up your needle. So we're going to have a test. I almost said a taste test. I won't be eating it. We're going to have a tape test and see if it does, because a lot of times sewing through the tape happens and we don't want to gum up our needles. So I bought 4mm, 3mm, and 6mm because I don't know what that translates to in inches. So these both look like they might be eighth of an inch, and this looks like quarter. I don't know. So I just bought all of them because they were really cheap.
Ooh, Cheryl Taylor says it's the best.
Well,
It's
Cheryl
her
Taylor says
go-to.
that, then
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
This 6mm, which I would say is roughly a quarter, I don't have a ruler nearby,
probably.
was $5. And look at the size of that roll. Like, come on. And the smallest one was $3.50. $3.50 to $5. So if we can get a ton of stuff on a roll and it's inexpensive and it works really well and it's Cheryl Taylor approved, I don't need anything else. Like, that's it. So I will be playing with these at our virtual retreat this weekend if I actually sew.
That's a big if.
Not prepared and I'm so tired, but it's okay. My lovely friends that I got to see in person said, if you need to take a nap during the virtual, we got you. And then Barb and I had a good laugh about that because I cannot nap. I am not a good napper. If you are good at taking a half hour to 45-minute nap and then being refreshed, you are not me, because I need like 2 to 3 or 4 hours. And then I wake up and I want to rip your face off of your head for no reason, because I just wake up mad. So I'm going to not nap. I think I'm better tired than I am after a nap. So I'm going to try to sew through this.
You have a question here.
Ask me. I have all the answers.
This you probably do.
I probably don't.
No, you do. Angie wants to know, when do we get to take classes there? Ready to cross country?
Right now. Anytime you want. So, I have my phone. I should have brought my little book over, but I didn't write it in my phone, so that's not going to help. I like a paper calendar. I had to explain to Eric the other day the system of the calendars.
Oh, definitely.
I think he almost left me, but we're recovering. We have classes starting in May. It is May.
Yeah,
May.
this month.
What's the first class? I don't remember.
Is it on the website?
It is on the website. Barb's going to tell us. But if you go on the website, there is a little tab that says in-person classes, and it's right there, and you can come. And we have some 2-day weekends, which are exciting. There's hotels nearby. If you go onto the page, it gives you all the information. Here, I'll read it from Barb's phone. I'm not going to read everything. Where and when, it tells you the times, it tells you the format, it tells you about shopping, because we all know we like shopping. We have plenty of parking. We have a ramp for wheelchairs and machines. Yep. We've got everything. I even told you what's in our makeshift kitchen. We have a very tiny, tiny fridge. Don't bring anything big. Don't bring one of those like platters of cheese.
Yeah, really.
Unless we're eating it right away. We have a Keurig, or you have a cooler. We have a Keurig, a microwave, a toaster oven, a water cooler. We have lots of lighting. And the ladies that came in and tested it, including Barb, can tell you our lighting is
phenomenal.
Perfect. Not my favorite saying, but chef's kiss. It's perfect. People overuse it. That's why I don't like it. We also have camp snap presses. I'm reading this because I don't remember what's here. We have a t-shirt press. I have 2 Janome HD9s and a Janome loft that you're welcome to use. There is a Subway and a Dunkin' Donuts next door. There is a Stewart's a mile away. There's also a liquor store if it comes to that. There is a pizza place. There's always stuff. There's
antique shop over here.
Antique shop. We're right near Sacandaga, which if you're from this area, you'll understand. If not, it's your vacation lake kind of a spot, but in the wilderness. We are in the Adirondacks. This is not a booming city, so don't get excited.
No.
We are getting a Starbucks drive-through.
Where?
I'm so excited. Down 130 by Target.
Oh, I never go past the circle.
I know you don't, but I do every day, and I'm like, Starbucks. So it's very exciting. I can drink it hot now instead of putting it in the microwave.
There you go.
The address is there. Oh, news break. The address is on the website. Don't abuse it. If you show up without an appointment, I will make you come in and spend money, and then I will make you feel really guilty.
Or you may come and nobody will be there.
Then there's that. And there's also information for some nearby hotels. So if you want to put in the address to look up a hotel, it's there. And if you want to rent my classroom for a private group of people because you don't like other people, I understand. Listen, we all have our groups.
Yeah.
You know? And you're like, oh, I don't want to hang out with that group. I want to hang out with that group. It's totally fine. Because, you get that one person in class and you're like, stop talking. This is my class. Don't worry. We have nice people. So all of it is there. Classes start, I'm going to say the 25th because May 11th is sold out. We've got May, June, July, August, and September. We have some 2-day weekends. And we have room in almost all of them. And the one random class in June, which is a Wednesday, we only have 1 spot left. And it's such a random day of the whole year. The day summer starts, the 21st.
That's the day I'm getting a new driveway.
Congratulations.
Is that exciting?
No, it is for you. I understand. So
we do have a question.
You can come anytime to those classes, and I will put up more.
I don't think you'll know the answer to this one.
Probably
I'll
not.
be surprised if you do.
Oh boy.
I'm going to tell her.
You're really setting me up for this one.
I'm going to tell her to Google it.
I'd be surprised if you knew this one.
She wants to know how far we are from Allentown, Pennsylvania.
I don't know.
I told you. Sorry, Summer.
Oh, Google it. I have my own phone.
Google it.
Hold on. I'll tell you right now. I will have the answer just because Barb said I won't.
She's going to Google it.
Allentown, Pennsylvania, 181 miles away, 4 hours and 2 minutes.
There you go.
There. Did you know that Allentown is a city in Lehigh County?
Yes, I did.
So there. I do have the answers.
So we used to go through Allentown.
Did we? Oh yeah, we did.
On the bus we did.
I think we might have too. It was a long time ago. It was with my mother. I don't remember these things. It was when my mom still worked. So we were usually traveling at night.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You wouldn't know where you were.
I don't know anything. I don't know where I am now. So I do have somebody.
She's in Lancaster.
I do have someone who I believe is coming from Pennsylvania. I can't remember. I'm not going to ask her.
Isn't Julie coming from Jersey?
Julie? No, not Julie. There's another customer whose name I think also starts with a J, and I think she's from Pennsylvania. I'm probably totally wrong, and she's at home yelling at the computer going, no, I'm not. I'm from a different state. So I don't know. Diana, but come join us.
I would say yes to this question. Diana says, is it drivable from San Diego?
Anything is.
Yeah.
I mean, I've driven to California.
Cross country.
So do you count it once or twice if you drove to and from.
Oh,
That's
you drove
2
to and from.
trips.
That's 2 trips.
So
yeah.
4. I drove across the entire country 4
4
times.
times.
To and from California by myself.
Crazy person.
So boring. Yeah. Well, if you saw what I look like when I traveled, nobody would come
I've
anywhere
seen
near
what
me.
you look
I
like.
look like a gremlin. I try to blend in.
You do a very good job.
I do a fantastic job. This,
God.
no. Stabby tool in pocket, angry resting bee face, same clothes for 4 days. Nobody wants to come near me because they can smell me. So those are my pro tips for traveling alone. Yes, you can drive here from San Diego, but by the time you get here, will you really want to sew?
Exactly.
But if you want to just kind of say hi, pop in, and then drive back home, whatever you want to do, we are here for you. And as much as possible, I will invite Barb to the classes, but she's very busy with all of her other jobs, so she's not always available. But she comes when she can.
Yep.
So, yes. Any other question? Can I answer this one? You're looking at me.
Oh no, I don't see any other questions right now. But Anna and
Okay.
Diana said they could come together.
See, you just
Yeah.
you make stops along the way and you're good. You just pick up people as you're going. So there was a conversation like that in one of the groups one day about I want to go somewhere, and someone was like, pick me up on your way.
Yeah,
And I was
exactly.
like, I love that everybody just makes friends. Because
Yeah.
when it comes to like bags, we're all friends, even though we don't know each other. It's totally fine. So I'm gonna jump
I
back
want to know
in.
what this thing is.
Okay, so thank God for Cassie, because I was like, oh, it's broken. Where's the part that goes?
She's throwing things at me.
At least I didn't open it.
I would get down, but I'll probably fall off the chair. It's over here.
Oh my goodness. So working for me is a hazard.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
She's trying to stab me now.
Well, you're
But
the
there's
one.
witnesses.
You're
now.
the one that bent your finger going to the bathroom. So all right. So I thought that this was broken.
It's because of your door locks.
It's Joe's problem. You untwist this.
To do what?
And you get a stabby tool, but it's a stiletto.
Oh my God.
See, good thing I didn't throw it at you like this.
Yeah, good thing.
It's a tulip.
You would have been a witness to something.
Barb's going to the hospital. It's the Tulip Pink 6-inch stiletto. Did I need this? No, I did not. Did I buy it anyway? Yes, I did. Because it is rainbow colored.
Weird.
And I like stilettos and
Yeah,
I like
that's
stabby
weird.
things. I know, but it's nice because if you have to travel with it, no one's going to know what it is. And also, you don't have to worry about it poking a hole in your bag.
And if you get attacked, you can always use it as a
Exactly. I got
defense tool.
I got a lot of defense tools. That seemed to be the theme in Paducah. So I got this. I don't need this, but it's rainbow. I don't know. So I got that. See? That's fun. I'll lose it within a month. And then for those of you who commented that these look like pregnancy tests, you're not wrong, but also that you will never see on my page. So child-free on purpose. If I'm showing you a pregnancy test, you all better feel real scared for that child. I'm going to have to raffle it off to one of you. Also, I'm way too old to have a kid now, so I'm good. I think, aren't I? I'm kind of old.
You're never too old, I don't
Oh,
think. I don't know,
blah, blah,
maybe.
blah.
Yeah.
Not a pregnancy test. These are pen blades. And I did not realize, bless you, I passed my
Excuse me.
sneeze to you, that they're 2 different sizes. And I don't know what the sizes mean. Oh, well, now I do.
The blade size.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not a doctor. So I got a 10 and a 15. And if I had known yesterday, this one probably would have been better
Yeah.
to do some cutting. This one's tiny, but look at those. So I looked, because I cannot find my receipt. I looked on the Fireweed Stitches website, and I think it was $8 for 2 of them.
Really?
That's a really
That's
good
not bad.
bargain. I don't know what the shipping was, but also, okay. See, I couldn't. This one, I think this one's broken. I can't get it to close without. Yeah. Okay, got it. So I got pen blades because I am a spaz in general, but also I don't do well with X-Acto knives. I don't know why. Something about trying to cut with them, I never cut really well, but I thought these would be really good for finishing your card pockets and like doing little trimming.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
when you cut your card pocket, you don't
Yeah,
want to
with a-
overcut with your rotary
right.
cutter. Once you get in there with scissors, it can look a little mangled. It's not always the best. So this should help,
Mhm.
right? So, and I have a class coming up in like a week and a half. So I'll bring these and we'll
I wonder
experiment
how it
with
would
them.
work to trim embroidery.
I don't know. I
You know,
didn't
like
get
we
you
made
any.
those flower coaster things. You had to trim around them with scissors. I wonder if you could just.
I didn't get you any because I'm terrible.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay. I didn't know you needed them.
I don't need them. If
So
they disappear, you'll just know where they are.
it's how it goes. Do you
A
like my
purple
pen?
pen?
Isn't it nice?
It's very pretty. What is it?
It's a stabby tool. So
Oh my
it's
gosh! They told me I need bubble wrap to be near you.
you probably should, and I should start wearing a helmet.
And
Eric
I didn't
told me.
realize. Did you know that Christine tried to stab Shelley at the retreat
I mean, I'm not surprised.
with her?
Christy's a little. You got to watch out for her, Shelley. Eric told me the other day that I was clumsy, which is not untrue, but I also thought it was rude. And then he says the reason that I'm clumsy is because there's too much interference from my brain to my feet, and it gets lost. And I just didn't really think that was very nice either. I was like, why did you call me clumsy? He's like, because you are. So he is not wrong. As you saw me throwing things at Barb,
Yeah.
I trip all the time. So I did not buy this. Cassie gave it to me. She came in and she goes, do you want one? And I was like, oh, a purple pen. She goes, that's not a pen. But you want to know what this is really good for?
what's it
You see how
for?
tiny it is?
Yeah.
Acrylic. Instead of using a pin, taking the paper off.
Oh, okay.
So nice.
Did you get Sean one?
No, but I got to get some. I'm going to order some because they're fun.
Ah.
So I am all set with stabby tools. I did not do that on purpose, but it's just
Here's
kind of
just some good info going back to
Oh,
too
God.
old to have kids.
Please don't.
Yolanda
Please
said
don't tell
her
me.
aunt wasn't feeling well at age 42. She went to the doctor, and guess what?
No.
So yes,
Listen.
it can happen.
Listen, I understand that I'm technically not too old, but I am too old to have a child. That's what I'm saying. I understand
You've
that.
always been too old to have a child. You can't deal with it.
No. Listen, I don't like cats. I don't allow them in my house. And I feel about children the same way I feel about cats. If you want one, that's fine. Leave it at your house. I'll say hi to it when I stop over, but I'm not playing with it. So it's not for me. Some of us are just not into children. And I do not want to be 42 and pregnant. I'm going to be 43 next month. No.
Oh, to be 43 again.
Oh, I meant to be 43 and pregnant.
Oh,
God, no. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Do you know where to get it's closed. Do you notice? Do you know where to get refills for these things?
Refills? No, you just buy a new one.
I guess that's
no,
it.
I don't know. I don't know anything. Why do you ask me these questions?
I would think you would just buy a new one.
It doesn't look like it's refillable.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
What's
but
this thing up here?
That's
that
to close it. So, see.
Oh, okay.
That one doesn't work. I don't think that it is refillable. But if I'm wrong, I'm very sorry. It doesn't look like it comes off because I do have the scalpel style seam ripper that has the little plastic, like you pop it in. I don't think that you can take this apart. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but they're $8, so it's $4 each. I'm just gonna throw it in the garbage when it doesn't work anymore. Because I'm wasteful. So okay, what next? Oh, something else I got in Paducah, which I also didn't pay for. That was the other theme. Stabby tools and not paying for things.
Yeah, I love that part.
But I didn't steal this. Cassie gave it to me. When we were playing with embroidery, we were using some of this
Kathy
cool
from
thread.
Fireweed Stitches is thanking you for shouting out about her.
Thank you, Kathy. I didn't know you were here.
She's
Well,
here.
can you answer that question?
And it's not refillable.
Thank you. See, I'm not. I have my moments. But listen, go to Fireweed Stitches and buy a bunch of these because they're really cool. And, don't let your spouse use them because mine's not touching his. Because they're going to disappear. Or he's going to go, oh, it's a box cutter. It is not a box cutter.
No.
It is a very cool sewing tool. Don't let them have it. And I'm speaking mostly about husbands because I don't think wives are as bad. I think husbands are the ones
really
that steal everything. So, okay. So this was my goodie bag from Paducah, and I haven't had a chance to play with this yet. No. We're going to play together. You stay in your lane. So I stitched with this one. Was it this one? Yes, this one. Now, if you showed me this in a store, I wouldn't buy it. I was like,
Mhm.
it looks so pretty. This is what's in that video that I posted on the peach cork. Of course, it doesn't have a name. It's like one of the only ones that doesn't have a name. It's Exquisite Thread V101. But she gave me all her favorite variegated threads, and they're so cool. So I want to do some embroidery because I never use variegated thread for embroidery because I don't have a lot of it because I don't usually like it. I don't like for top stitching, it's not my favorite. But I thought these would be really cool for embroidery. Like,
Embroidery would be pretty. Yeah.
boy,
Oh,
boy,
that would be.
boy, look at this one.
That's
Summer
pretty. Yeah.
peonies. It's that word again. That word that you know how that goes. Peonies. Raspberries and
That one's pretty.
cream.
That one's
Oh,
pretty.
wait, where's the well, this one's Egyptian turquoise.
That's pretty.
I know you would like that.
Mhm.
Yes, tulip.
I like that too.
Yes, and
I like the mauve.
ocean.
I
They're
like
so
the
pretty.
mauve.
These are my favorite too.
Rainbow
So,
ones.
excuse me. This one's called Carnival, which this one is not as rainbowy. This is like primary colors.
Yeah.
But this one is called Rainbow. I think this is
Mhm.
going to be a favorite. I'm going to embroider some stuff with that. Yeah. And then
What
I
are you
got,
going to embroider?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just very excited. This one is
I'm still
called
learning.
Zen Rock Garden. Yeah, but you're learning from like a professional. I'm supposed to be teaching others how to embroider, and I don't know what I'm doing.
She's never tried to teach me.
Nope.
But I gotta say, the first time I tried something, you threatened me to do something on cork.
I
You
never
did.
threatened
Yes,
you.
you did. You said you damn well better do it. Oops.
And you thought I was swearing.
And I did it, and I put a hole in the cork the first time. Since then, I have embroidered probably 3 or 4 things on cork with
Yeah, because
absolutely no problem.
Judy showed you how to do it. She's smarter than I am, so we already knew that. Okay.
Oh gosh, I have a ton of variegated thread, but it's all cotton.
You can use that embroidery in
Yeah.
embroidery. What weight is it? Is it Orville
40?
like 50?
No, it's King Tut.
That'll be fine.
40 weight. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
40 weight. I think. 100% polyester.
Sure.
No.
Sure, it's not 50. No, it might be 40.
I thought it said 40 on one of them. I might be lying. I do that. I don't know. It's made in Japan. It's
Mhm.
Isocord 40. So
Yeah, it's got to be 40. though.
unless there's another reason why they would call it that. So yeah. So those are from English Sew and Back. And Cassie brought me, she said, I'll bring you a spool of this. And then she brought me a whole
A
bag.
bag full.
I was very
Uh-huh.
excited. So,
What's the difference between embroidery thread and sewing thread?
I have no idea.
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing as far as I know, except sometimes embroidery thread might be a little bit lighter because you're doing so much stitching. Embroidery thread is usually polyester and a lot of times shiny polyester, which
Mhm.
is not my favorite. This is not. This is poly, but it's like low sheen poly, which is the kind I can get on board with. I don't like shiny thread. I like shiny everything except
Yeah,
thread.
really.
It doesn't do it for me. But usually that's the only difference is that it's extra shiny and sometimes on the thinner side. But as far as I am concerned, and again, I'm not professional here, I use whatever thread color I
Mhm.
have that works. I use anywhere from 40 to 50 weight. I use cotton. I have polyester now and variegated. I use whatever I want. I just don't use my 28 weight because that's top stitching thread and it's a little bit too heavy for embroidery. But I would say anything 40 and 50. You can even go a little bit smaller. I've seen embroidery thread in like 60 weight. It all depends on what you're doing. And they do make special embroidery bobbin thread, which when I have it around, I use it. And that's a super thin, usually white. I don't always have it around. I think I finally brought the spool here since I don't have an embroidery machine at home. They're both here. But, because you don't want to waste your good thread on the back of something. You're just going to
Yeah.
cover it up anyway. So,
Mhm.
and it's usually pretty inexpensive. So,
Yeah.
and I think every company makes one. The one that I have is from Janome, but Janome didn't make it. It's just somebody else's thread with their name on
I
it.
have it from Philtech.
Yeah. Philtech, that's a good one. And they do pre-wound bobbins, which are also
Mhm.
good for embroidery. So,
Yep.
I'm getting all the caffeine so I can get all the information out. Okay. Let's talk. I got an email, and that leads me into the new pattern, which I did debut 2 weeks ago. So it's probably not brand new to most of you, but I wanted to show you anyway. The Olive handbag. So this is Olive. And
Hello, Olive.
hello.
Welcome to the group.
Welcome. This is
I
olive.
like that one.
I didn't show this one. This one I finished at the retreat.
Mhm.
This is the olive green cork that what'd you call it again?
Crosshatch.
Crosshatched. In rainbow,
Duh.
in rainbow thread. What is happening?
I don't know.
So, and then this one, so this will be another video, and then I'm going to go back to that email. Thanks to my friend Sue Smith, she asked about making a removable flap. And so I said, I can do that. This is why I didn't get anything else done at the retreat, because I was playing around with this. So I added snaps. So if you think that's cool and you want a video, raise your hand and I'll make a video, because this lets you customize your bag. So you could have a flap and a handle in a different color,
Mhm.
swap them out. Isn't she
Makes
so smart?
Makes it look like you have a new handbag all the time.
It's brand new, but
Yeah.
you don't have to do all the hard part again. Just make
Yeah.
a new flap. So
That's so cool.
all
What
credit
is
to
it?
Sue Smith. I know that it's not a new thing. I know somebody else in the universe has done it. I don't claim any of that, but it was Sue's idea. And she said, could you? And I was like, sure. And then my friend Christy helped me because I was having a brain fart and couldn't think of how to do the flap. And so I did the strap part as part of it because it just made more sense. So I will do a video if you guys want one.
They want one.
Okay, done. And then I think Shelly had this sample. We were showing this off. And Sharon, if you're watching, I didn't forget about you. This is why I didn't respond to your email. Sharon said, the strap with the 2 different corks, I love it. Can you talk and show more on that or make a video? I can do both. The video won't be very long because this is what she's talking about. You see how I literally took the scraps from the flap, whatever size they were, which I don't even know. I cut them at an angle, like I did I sewed them at the 45-degree angle, and that's it. So that's how it looks. Another video. It just makes the strap longer and just makes it look kind of cool. It was not hard to do. It did not take a lot of brain power.
It looks really cute.
I think it looks super cute. So I can add that. I can do a quick little video. Not hard to do. So that's that one. And then
next,
I made one out of canvas. So this is that new, what is this one called? Vintage Garden, I think.
I think so.
I don't know. It's on the website. So this is the new canvas that we got in like right before the retreat. Do you like my push lock, my thumb lock, my tongue lock, whatever you want to call it? We'll be getting those in. There's so many names for them. I don't know.
I know.
I don't like tongue lock though.
No.
So it might be a thumb lock, but whatever you call it, we do have these coming. Hopefully sometime in June we will have them. So don't look on the website right now. They're not there.
No.
But we got them in all the colors. And so I had a little bit of that gold zipper left over, which I know is kind of obnoxious, but it worked really well because I wanted to use the gold hardware. And there's a little bit of gold. You can see it better right there. That's my hair. There's gold in the fabric. So I went with gold hardware and the blue polka dot cork.
Looks really cute.
Isn't that cute?
Very cute.
And then the inside is lime green, even though it doesn't match. I didn't care because it's just bright and fun.
Oh, it's waterproof canvas.
It's waterproof canvas. And I did make this on my HD9, but you can definitely sew these layers on your domestic without an issue. So, because I made this one, which also has waterproof canvas, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I made this one with cork and waterproof canvas on my Skyline. So I remind you all the time. I'm gonna say it one more time. Just make sure everybody in the back hears it. All my patterns are tested on a domestic. Every one of them. So yes.
Are you doing templates for the olive?
No, because this flap right here, you can use your Jane Wallet template.
I was gonna say it's the same, isn't it?
Sure is. It sure is. So if you have the Jane Wallet template, or if you're like, I've been thinking about buying it, now you have a reason. So that's from the Jane template. So it's the same curve. And that's all that's special on this bag. There's nothing else weird to cut out. I do use my zipper template to do my zippered pocket. So that's all. Cute. So cute.
Very cute.
It's been sitting in my car. It still has friction pen on it, and I still have to erase because it's been in my car for 2 weeks. Okay, I think I'm going to check my phone because I know I have a few announcements, but the last thing I have to show you Barb and I are both very excited
They're
about
cute.
these.
They're so
Barb didn't know they
cute.
were coming.
No.
We got our samples of a new twist lock, a new piece of hardware. I'm trying to, okay. They're bees, all right? These are like little, well, they're not that little.
Bumblebees.
But they're so pretty. These should be,
Something dark to put behind that?
I don't know. Well, here, I could do this with the rainbow. Is that better? So there they are.
That's a little better.
Okay. So these should be arriving by next week. We are waiting very patiently, but I got the samples like the day that I left to go. So I didn't get to show anybody. What? What are we doing?
She wants to know what the cute little pouch on the shelf behind your left shoulder is. Handle on the top. This one.
Oh, that's a free pattern. We're going to talk about free patterns in a minute too. You can leave that down if you want.
Okay.
So we will have the bees. We just got a limited quantity of them to see, if we like them, if they're a good size. I think for this, they would be perfect. I think they're a really good size. How cute is that?
Especially with the flowers.
With the flowers. I love a fun piece of hardware. So we do have these coming like any day now. They will be on the website. Hopefully, I'm hoping by like Monday or Tuesday of next week. I'm patiently waiting. But these came in and then I left and I never got a chance to show anybody. But here's how they look when you take them apart. This is your lock part, your female part. It's really unfortunate, but this is the male part. It's the stinger part. I am a 13-year-old boy.
You are.
So somebody else is
and
laughing.
I laughed.
Somebody else is laughing. It's probably Shelly. You laugh too. But aren't they so cute? So we have all the colors of those coming in. I'm very, very excited. Okay, so before we wrap it up, I have announcements.
Do I know what these announcements are?
Probably, maybe not. I don't know. Okay,
the
pen blade is not a pregnancy test.
No.
I want to make sure we all know that. Don't use that. It's not a good way to do it.
No.
So there is that, and I'm erasing things as I go. Okay, I talked about that and that and that and that. Okay, so I told you about that. I have to write a lot of notes. So let's talk about upcoming events. We talked about classes that we have here. So we talked about those. You can find any classes that are at my shop here physically in Gloversville, New York on the website. It's going to be on the in-person page. On the retreats page is all the virtual retreats. I personally, not Barb, me personally, I'm not doing any in-person retreats 2024. Will that change for the future? I don't know. So if you're looking to come to an in-person retreat, which a lot of you were commenting on our in-person retreat live from a couple weeks ago, I'm not doing any. If you want to get on Barb's mailing list, God bless you, because you probably won't get into any because she does an amazing job and they fill up really quickly. But if you want to, you can send me an email and I will forward it to her and she can put you on her list and we'll pray for you. So that's the status of anything happening here or in our area. I am not currently teaching at Log Cabin Fabrics for at least the summer because I have some traveling to do and I'm getting my classroom set up. So if you are local and you keep seeing their newsletter and not seeing my name on it, that's why I'm taking a break, because I have so much going on between now and like October that I'm just trying to get everything situated. Barb's got vacations. I've got vacation. We just got a lot of stuff going on. So don't be sad. We're good. I'm still here. As far as other events, I have 3 main ones coming up between now and August that I wanted to remind you of in case you wanted to sign up or get information on those. So I'm going to try to go slow because these are not on my website. The information is on the homepage, but I don't sign you up. So the first event is in a week and a half. I will be going to Raleigh, North Carolina, to the Garner Sewing Room. You will need to go to their website to sign up. There's still a few spots open. I am there on a Friday and a Saturday. It is the 19th and 20th of May. So it's coming up really, really soon. You're going to go onto their website or give them a call. You're going to sign up through them. I am teaching the Jane wallet, which I don't have one within reach, but you've seen it. It is a cork wallet. You will get a kit. You will have everything prepared for you. You can even use one of their sewing machines if you're traveling a distance or you want to try whatever they have. I believe they have Jukies. Don't quote me on that. But any information and any payment for that class, you're going to go through the sewing room of Garner, which I believe their website is garnersewing.com. I think. Barb's going to look it up real quick for you. So if you want to sign up for that, there's a few spots left, but do it as soon as possible so we can get your kits ready. After that, in June, like way at the end of June,
garnersewingroom.com.
garnersewingroom.com. So that's event number 1 for the Jane Wallet. That is a workshop. It's Friday or Saturday, or if you want to take both days, I'm not going to tell you no. You can do whatever you want. So end of June into the beginning of July. So it's that last week of June that goes into July. The weekend before the 4th of July is So Magical, the second show this year. So we were in Texas in February. We have Florida in September. This is the first one in Tennessee. So it's in Nashville. It is at the Gaylord. I don't know what the one in Gaylord Opryland, I believe. Again, there's a little bit of information on my website, but you will want to go to somagicalexpo.com. That's where you can get information, tickets, addresses, all that kind of stuff. Yes.
Going back to the sewing room
Yes.
of Garner, they have Brother Machines.
Brother Machines. Sorry, Sandra. Okay. And they do have, so if you want to come to that class, contact the sewing room as soon as possible and get in for one of those classes. I know we have more availability on Friday than on Saturday, but whatever we have to do. And there's also a block of rooms reserved at a hotel if you're traveling from out of town. Talk to Sandra from the sewing room and she will give you all of that information. I am just the teacher. I don't have any control over that stuff. So when you email me, I can't help you.
Just the teacher.
I show up to do a job. Her job is to tell you where to go, when to go, and how to get there. My job is to tell you how to make stuff. So if you email me and say, I want to come to your class, I'm going to say, great, call them. That's how that works. So when I get to go places, it's super fun, but I don't have all the information all the time. I just know what time I have to be there. That's it. So May, then we get into June. So Nashville. So magical Nashville. Whatever it is. Nashville, Tennessee, the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the last week of June, which I think is the 30th, 1st, and 2nd, if I'm not wrong. We will be there. I have 2 classes. Last time I checked, they were not sold out, but I have not checked in a little while. So that is somagicalexpo.com. That's where you're going to go for that, for any of your questions. Now, keep in mind, right now, like literally right now, they are on a boat in the sea because it is the So Magical cruise. So if you have a question, you may not get an answer until next week because most of the staff is on a boat. So hold your questions until like Monday or Tuesday. But I will be vending. My husband will be with me. And I will also be teaching 2 classes. And I'm going to be helping out my friend Kathy in her 2 classes. So very busy week. And we're bringing our dogs. And I'm going to have to bring a lot of wine. So that's event number 2. And then event number 3, which is almost sold out because holy moly, you guys don't waste any time. And I'm so excited, is the So Magical. So it's different. So it's same website, somagicalexpo.com, but you're going to go to the retreats tab and you're going to look up So Magical, magical with a B. And that is going to give you the information. So Magical is not a show. It is an immersive bag making weekend. You get to take all the classes. So you don't choose. You get to take the classes with all of us. It is me. It is Nicole from Sonar, who is teaching a small new pattern. It's the Callisto, which is not even released yet. So you're getting like a brand new pattern. We are teaching in the domestic room. So everybody kind of rotates around. You have Lauren Mormino from Mormino. She is teaching the Swoon Annette on industrials. So if you don't have an industrial and you've always wanted to sew on one, which I have always wanted to sew on one, I'm hoping to sneak in there, you can take a class with Lauren and learn how to sew on an industrial with somebody who understands them and knows them really well. So I think that's a cool thing. So if you're like, I kind of want to buy one, but what if I get it and don't know what I'm doing? That is a great class for you because you get to learn some cool things. And then Ellie from Clum House, and Ellie, I'm sorry, I keep saying Clum House, not Heidi, it's Clum House, Klum, is teaching something with leather. Of course, I'm now my brain just went dead. She is teaching, I believe, also on the industrial, and then she's also doing a no-sew class. And then Nicole from Sonar is doing an edge coat class. You get to do all of those. There's, I think it said on the website, 8. You'll get 8 kits. So the kits are in your feet. You get all the stuff. If you are into bag making in any way, and you know even one of those names, what an amazing weekend. You get Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You rotate through all these classes, morning and afternoon. There's open sewing time. There's like I think like a little cocktail hour on Thursday. Kayla did an amazing job setting this up. I still can't believe that she asked me to come. I'm still blown away that like I get to do this and it's like the first one ever. I hope it's not the last one. I think it's going to be so amazing. So the spots are limited, and because obviously we have certain amounts of machines and everything there. It was almost sold out the other day. I looked and I think there was like 15 spots, which is not a lot considering how many it started with. And you don't have to bring a machine. If you want to bring your domestic, you are welcome to, but don't bring your industrial. That was a conversation on the YouTube video that they did that I was cracking up about, but I thought, yes, somebody would want to bring their industrial. Don't do that. Use their industrials, but they have machines for you. So if you don't want to bring a machine, bring your basic sewing supplies and call it a day. You don't have to worry about anything. So I'm going to have all the kits ready. Everybody's getting all their kits prepared. It's going to be so awesome. Like I can't wait. I cannot wait to go and do all of these really cool things. And if you have more questions or you want to get to know the teachers, they did a YouTube live on Sunday. And I had to miss it because I was driving home from Paducah. But I have to tell you, I actually got a little teary-eyed because Lauren was holding her computer up to the screen to show them my face when because Kayla was like, one of the teachers can't come because she's literally in a car. And Lauren was like, here you go. She's holding it up and pointing at my website. Nicole is researching the size of the bag because she's like, let me look this up. Oh, and it's the olive that I'm teaching. She's looking like they're talking, like I wasn't left out. I was there even though I wasn't there. That is who you're dealing with here. So if you have ever had an experience that wasn't great, trust me, this is going to be a better thing. These are amazing people that I don't even know Ellie, and I'm so excited to meet her. Like she's the only person I haven't met, but they're just a really cool group of people. It's not this catty, clicky BS. They're just like, everybody has a place. Everybody can do awesome. We're going to have a great time. Kayla and Nicole were talking about how myself and Nicole do a lot of similar, like we like a lot of cork and we do a lot of things, but we have this very different aesthetic. And Nicole's like, oh my God, look at this bag. It's so cute. And I was like, you guys, like it got me all excited. I was like, you love me and I love you. So please come. If you want to come, literally go sign up right now. You don't have to pay the full thing. She's got it all marked out with deposits and she's organized like you. Like the two of you should do a retreat together because I don't even know what would happen. She's got everything all marked out. It's crazy. And then I actually have a fourth thing I forgot to tell you about. Literally the day after St. Louis, which is so magical, instead of driving home, I'm driving back to Paducah and we're going to have classes, but I don't know what ones we're teaching yet. So that is my summer. That is now through August. So yes, questions. I see you.
Well, I'm laughing. I'm saying, are we in the city?
No, we're in the country. The city is here. We are up here. We are closer. Well, not here, I guess at home. Are we closer to like, we're Eastern. We're closer to like Vermont.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're on Eastern upstate New York. We're not totally in the boonies, like the people that live near the Canadian border, but we're not in the city.
Yeah.
If you wanted to make a trip where you also went to the city, those would be separate days. I'll just put it that way. That would not be, I'm going to go to the city in the morning and come see you in the afternoon.
Like 3.5 hours at least.
Yeah, from here at least. So we're upstate.
It's Gloversville, not Groversville.
Gloversville, yes.
Gloversville, New York.
Gloversville, which is the nearest city would be Amsterdam, but not the city, not Manhattan.
No.
So.
And we're probably half hour, 40 minutes from Saratoga.
Mm-hmm.
Saratoga
We're about
Springs.
an hour from Lake George. We're maybe
Yeah.
15 minutes from Sacandaga, if you've heard of that before. On the thruway, we're exit 27. So we're not hard to get to. I mean, we're
No.
easily accessible. We're just probably more out there than you might
Yeah.
think if you're not from this area. We're not like in a city.
No.
We don't have like a shopping mall and a bunch of high rises. We're in a very country area. Very
Oh,
rural.
yeah.
Very rural.
Yeah,
I hate
yeah.
that word. Rural. You know.
And somebody put So Magical is August 25th to 27th.
Correct. They updated it because the wrong dates were published by accident. So it is the very end of August, and then
So these dates are wrong on your website?
Oh shoot, yes. I didn't update it on mine. Note to self, I will do that as soon as I get my computer back.
I'm looking
You
at
are
it.
correct. Because
Who's
you want to know
wrong? You
why?
or them?
Because Kayla texted me at the retreat.
Oh.
That's why. I do have a good excuse. I was not in the right frame of
Uh-huh.
mind to go and do anything.
Mhm.
I got a text from Kayla with many choice words going, oh my God, I messed up. And can everybody come? And luckily, we were all available. So yes, my website is wrong. I will go correct that as soon as we're done with YouTube. Thank you for letting me know.
It was funny. The person that wanted to know if we were in the city, she thought we were in Manhattan somewhere.
No.
No.
This building would not exist in Manhattan, and I would pay $1 million a month to be here at least. So no, Manhattan. I like Manhattan, but as far as real estate, it's overrated.
Yeah.
It's way too expensive. I watched this guy on TikTok, just like, I don't know how I followed him. And he does apartment tours.
Oh God!
And he's like, "This one's a steal. It's on the Upper East Side, and it's only $5,000 a month." And I'm like,
It's
"That's
like
not a steal.
It's like 500
And it's
square
like,
feet.
You can touch all the walls."
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
sweetie, that's not a steal. But in
No.
Manhattan, technically it is. So no, we are in upstate New York. So.
Ooh, now we got two people that one near Point Pleasant, which is near Julie. They could drive together.
You can be best friends.
There you go.
Here we are, uniting people. I get so excited when somehow I am the connecting, and some people are like, "We're friends because of you," and I'm like, "That's so cute. I love
think that's
that."
why I like doing retreats, because a lot of people have developed friendships from it.
Well, and because sometimes you have people come alone, so you have to find someone for them to sit with, and then they become friends. And I just think that's so fun. When we were at the in-person retreat, Shelly and Cheryl had never met each other before, except on screen because we were on Zoom. So you know what the person looks like, and what their voice sounds like, but you don't touch them.
Yeah.
You're not. It's totally, because screens are always different. I mean, you don't need to touch people a lot, but. It was just like, oh my God, I can give you a hug. Like, I can see your face in real life. That's so cool. And at one point during the retreat, Charlie, Shelly, and Cheryl just like took off together to go have lunch. And I was like, oh, I'm like, they love each other. That's so fun. I did not go because I was brain dead and I was just hanging out. And then they went shopping together. And I was like, that makes me so
says
happy.
we have matchmaking services.
We do. We are matchmakers for sewing friends.
There you go.
Because I will not set anybody up. Did you ever get set up when you were single? And this was the thing. Well, the two of you are single, so you should date. And I'm like, do we have anything in common? Like, did you think about this? Yeah. Well, you're 25 and he's 25. You're both single, so there. And it's like, no, that's not how that works. No, now I don't have to do that. So, no babies and no dating. I'm good. So. They went to Adirondack Quilts. They did. I'm so excited. Speaking of not dating again, that just reminded me one more quick thing.
Really?
No. Oh, I forgot to tell you. When I was in Paducah, Eric and I found out that we were getting divorced.
Oh, really?
Third hand. Yeah.
How did you find that out?
One of our friends, who's very, very sweet, but we knew there was something more to it. He noticed that my car was gone. So I had gone to the retreat. I came home, got my stuff, left the next day, and said to Eric, "Is everything okay?" And Eric's like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I noticed that Jess's car wasn't around." And Eric's like, "She's teaching." He's like, "Oh, are you guys getting divorced?" Oh, God. I was like, "No." I was like, "Wait a minute. That's a big leap to take because my car was gone."
Yeah,
apparently,
really?
there was a rumor circulating through like all these people that I don't even know. Like, why am I the topic of conversation? And I said to Eric, no offense, honey, but like, we're not that interesting. Why would anybody want to talk about us? Like, what? So I have just not stopped laughing about it because it's just, I'm like, me? Like, go talk about like Brad Pitt or something. Like,
Yeah.
why are you? I'm no one. And you're like, I heard she's getting divorced. I'm not. No divorce and no pregnancy test. So stop with those weird rumors. But that man I am married to is having surgery on Thursday. Nothing major. He's fine. It's minor. But I will not be here on Friday. Hopefully, his follow-up appointment is not at 11 o'clock. I'm very selfish because I want to do YouTube. So I will be doing YouTube next Friday from
Without
my
me
house
again?
without Barb.
I could come to your house.
You could, but ugh, that's gross. But I don't know if I'm gonna have to change the time. So watch on here. I will try to post as soon as I know what's going on, but it could be last minute. I might tell you on Thursday that we're changing the time. So I can't guarantee anything, but I'm gonna do YouTube because I always have something to tell you. I just don't know if it's going to be at a different time. So stay tuned. I will let you know as soon as I know on that. And don't worry, he's fine. He's just
fine.
he's elderly. It's he has to have elderly surgery. So I mean, seriously, he does.
Thanks a lot.
Don't. But who at 49 years old needs to have a cataract removed? Who does
Probably
that?
a lot of people.
No, it's just Eric because he's an old fart.
He's gonna be shocked when
he's gonna go, that's what you look
That's
like.
what you really look
Maybe
like.
we
Holy
are
God.
getting divorced. I'm like,
You never
oh
know.
no. But he is gonna wear an eye patch,
You
and
were You were
gonna-
so fuzzy before.
I'm gonna try to take pictures of him with the eye patch.
You gotta
on.
take pictures. He'll pose for you.
He won't. He might not know that he's posing.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my life. Any
They
other
keep
questions?
commenting
Oh,
about this
I'm sorry.
purple
I'm sorry.
bag.
Then this is it. I promise, because I need to go home for the virtual retreat. You see this, and you see this, and you see that, and that, and that, and all those fun little things. Go to my YouTube channel. That's where you are now, and go to the playlist that says free. I have a ton of free projects, and they're not all little tiny projects. There's this. There's the market tote. There's 2 wallets, the Daybreak and the Sydney. There's the notebook cover. There's a card holder. There's trays. There's a ton of stuff on there. When you're looking for something quick, a gift, a scrap buster, getting into bag making because you don't do a lot of that, whatever it is, I do have the full tutorials for things, for the patterns that I write, but I also have a bunch of free stuff. And so I know people get confused because they see posts in the group and they're like, I don't see that pattern on your website. If you're looking for something, there's 2 places that you're going to look on my website. Potential spam. Anything on the patterns page that you pay for. So that is Olive or most of the bags behind me. If you go to the free, what is it called? The tutorials and free stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there. But like this isn't even on there.
Tutorials and free patterns.
Tutorials and free patterns. This is not even on the website because I didn't need to write up a sheet for this. Some of my YouTube tutorials in the free thing, they give you, like, you just take a screenshot or you write it down because the supplies are minimal. So there's different ways of finding that. But if you go to the free project playlist on the YouTube channel, the video in the beginning will tell you what you need to do. It will say, hold on, I'm going to give you all the supplies, or it'll say, go to my website and download the 1 page. Everything is there. I try to make it really easy. I know we're all busy and overwhelmed, and reading sometimes is hard, but I promise you, I don't keep secrets. It's all on there. So if you see something and you're not sure where it is, it's probably because you're looking on the wrong page. Because if you're looking on the patterns page, you're not going to see any of the free stuff. I separated them so that there was no confusion. Like, why is this one $10 and that one's not? So you can find everything that you need. Just go to YouTube. Just stay here. And we are, I think, 11 people away from hitting 18,000.
Wow.
So if you haven't subscribed, can you just go do that right now?
17,009.
We are at, this is so frustrating because it's so close. Oh, are you kidding me?
Did you hit it?
Nope. 17,997.
Oh my God. Come on.
So there's 3
people.
of you that have
3 of you.
subscribed.
Do it right now. Right now.
Okay, so those were all my Friday updates. Those are all my things. told you all of it. And that's all I have. Yeah, if you have questions,
Any new cork?
we have cork restocks. Words.
Duh.
Cork restocks are coming in. Did I order anything new? I think I did. This whole week has been a blur. I believe that there's a
probably
couple of
did.
new things, but nothing crazy. We have some plans. They're good plans, but I don't want to share them until I can like
Show them.
focus on them. I don't want to tell you, telling you that you can have a bee next week is different than telling you can have something, but it might be 3 months from now.
Right.
So I want to tell you that. But we have plans. And I love these, and I want to make something today with a bee on it. Maybe I'll make a Jane. And then she attacks me. So
you got stung.
With the little bee queen. So anyway, that is it. I'm done. And you're welcome. You're welcome for the video the other day with the bottle of wine. I do not always have wine here, but I was unloading my car and it happened to be in my car. I don't just leave drinks here.
Why not?
I don't know. All right. If you have any other questions, email me because these comments will go away for like 2 days and I don't know what else to do. And I got to turn it off because Barb won't. So.
Oh yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Jess.
Bye.
Nice seeing you. So glad you could join us.
I'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys. Have
Bye.
a great weekend.